go in the United States, there is something beautiful to see, something exciting to do. You can learn new things, find out about different cultures and customs, test your own limits, and enjoy your family. The money you spend has made tourism one of America's largest industries. But what we are talking about is something much bigger than buying a plane ticket and visiting an attraction. What we are talking about is how the travel and tourism industry affects you and me. How it impacts the doctor on Main Street, the school around the block, the road you drive to work on, and the car dealership down the street. What we are talking about is how travel and tourism is everybody's business. Travel and tourism is America's third largest retail sales industry, behind two necessity items, automobiles and food. And the news this year is, tourism is a high-growth industry. More and more people are traveling than ever before.
And what we're finding is that people, when they have their leisure time, are looking for more stimulating activities, and there's been a greater interest in travel. Indeed, we expect travel expenditures to be up another 7% next year.
And what are the top activities that visitors from out of the country and you and I are participating in?
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Everyone buys something when they travel, whether it is a souvenir to take back home or clothes from an outlet store. Last year, domestic travelers spent $34 billion while shopping, and international travelers another $18 billion. The second most popular activity is enjoying the great outdoors. Golfing, boating, dude ranching, skiing, and visiting state and national parks are just some of the activities.
It's called Dog Street.
The third largest activity is visiting historical sites and museums.
The emphasis seems to be, in my observation and in research I've read on travelers, they're looking for something more in-depth, and they're looking for fun at the same time.
So you don't live near a museum? You don't have anything to do with travel, you say?
Hi, I sell cars and I'm in the tourism business.
These are the parking lots at two of the nation's top theme parks. So you say, a lot of people must go there. That's true, but these are employee parking lots. The travel and tourism industry employs over 7 million people directly, and they all need a way to get to work. In fact, the industry is the first, second, or third largest employer in 32 states. The travel and tourism industry employs another 9 million people indirectly, ranging from doctors who take care of employees, food establishments that have employees as regular customers, and people who make things that travelers use.
I drive a truck, and I'm in the tourism business.
This festival takes place on the Chesapeake Bay every year. They will use about 62,000 napkins during their 2-day festival. The napkins are made at this factory, which employs more than 3,000 people in Green Bay, Wisconsin. On the other side of town, a waste recycling facility, which employs 30, supplies the Green Bay company with recycled fiber, one of several supplies needed to make napkins. And this truck driver takes the recycled fiber where it needs to go.
I grow potatoes. I'm in the tourism business.
Millions of people visit the beach each year, and a beach vacation is one of the top 10 activities of all U.S. travelers. At most beaches, fries are a staple. At this beachside restaurant in San Diego, more than 2 million fries are served each year. The potatoes to make the fries come from this farmer in Idaho. He has 35 workers on his farm. The news is always filled with new statistics about imports and exports, and how the United States fares against the rest of the world. Well, the travel and tourism industry is operating at a $25 billion trade surplus. People spend more visiting us, lots more, than we do elsewhere. This year, international travelers are expected to spend $94 billion in the United States.
If I see a tourist on the street, I'm extra nice to them because a lot of people in the tourism industry are customers of mine. And if business is good for them, business is also good for me.
It will cost $1.5 billion, tax dollars, to build this highway in Utah. Each year, schools spend $23 billion, tax dollars, on new computers. The travel and tourism industry contributes substantially to the country's tax base, providing a source of revenue that improves community infrastructure and benefits community life.
So this is your room number, your room key.
Spending by international and domestic travelers last year generated $71 billion in tax revenue. In fact, without the tax revenue generated from tourism, each household would have to pay an estimated $710 in additional taxes. The travel and tourism industry is important to the economic stability of our country. 16 million people are directly or indirectly employed by tourism. That's 1 out of every 17 workers. It is the country's third largest retail sales industry, and it provides our country with an incredible $25 billion trade surplus. Next time you see someone drive by with an out-of-state license, they could be a traveler. Someone who will buy lunch in a local restaurant, stop at a shop, or pay a toll. And the money they spend will affect you. You may not be a hotel owner, but if you sell cars, send your child to a local public school, grow food, or make something someone might buy or use, you too are in the travel and tourism industry. Tourism is everybody's business.